Hey everybody. So I wanted to just make a video about no topic in particular, just something I've been enlightened with that I think more people need to hear, and that is that people are being told that life is about achievement and motivation and going out and getting what you want, and that's an option, and you should always go for what you want, you know. Um, but I don't think that's what life is really about specifically, you know. I believe very strongly that life is more about just pure experience. Honestly, I do. And you know, the craziest, most valuable, memorable experiences come from hardship, come from chaos, come from drama, you know. They don't come from comfort or joy, really. You can find joy in the chaos, you know. It becomes almost like a very quick harmony. And I believe chaos is harmony. I believe the harmony just becomes more difficult to find because it becomes harder to comprehend to us. And anger gets in the way, and frustration gets in the way. Where if you just let go and let everything kind of happen and realize that the world doesn't really owe you anything, you'll realize that there's nothing wrong with this situation. You know what I mean? And you won't be so angry, or you won't be so annoyed. You know. Uh, you know. I'll give an example from my own life. An anecdote is that I was in a relationship with a girl that was very comfortable and just no worry at all. Just the most stable relationship I've ever been in so far. And it was in high school. And I knew she was the type of girl that I could leave. I could leave for like 2 years, barely talk to her, and she wouldn't cheat on me. That's the type of girl she was. And I really mean that. I truly, honestly mean that. That's how loyal she was. That was the most stable relationship I might ever be in. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully, when I'm older and I find someone, it's stable and healthy. But there was an aching inside of me that was like an aching for exploration. I needed to explore more. I needed to experience more. Um, and so I ended up getting into a different relationship with a different person, and it was not stable, and it was made me insecure, and it was turbulent, and I learned a lot about what I could do that I never knew I could do. I learned a lot about how strong my will was. You know, that's where I grew, and then after that, phase two, an even more toxic relationship than that one. The most frustrating, scary, depressing relationship I've ever been in. And I learned even more about myself. And I learned to appreciate the power of the other person, even when it was over me, you know? And I learned to never let it get over me again, you know? Uh, to appreciate something and to still let it not come over you. Um, but I learned so much. And if I would have stayed in that comfortable, stable relationship, I would have learned nothing. I would have stayed as a child, you know? Um, and things would just match up so perfectly and go so well. Even though I knew what I was doing was wrong, in a sense, in some cases, things would just line up so perfectly, the way that they never lined up before. And it was just like, man, it felt like it felt like once I follow my heart, it doesn't matter what I'm doing is wrong or not. Things start to line up for you either way, as long as you're following your heart. And nothing can really stop you. That's what I started to learn. And, I mean, in this last toxic relationship, all of a sudden I was paying phone bills. I was walking here, walking there. I got a job, like, it helped me grow tremendously. That toxic relationship helped me grow tremendously. In a way that comfortable, stable relationship would have never helped me grow, And the amount of insane experiences, and just almost felt like I was entering another realm almost. It just felt hot and unstable, almost like a rickety roller coaster ride that was just never ending. Like, I didn't know when it was going to end, and it was almost like I was just living off of faith and just living off of hope, and I just never used my hope that much. And now all of a sudden I was using it so strongly. I mean, that's what it's about, And it was hard. I mean, the really backbreaking work that I did, and just being dehydrated before I even got to work, because I didn't have a car. It was an hour walk. And then being 10 times more dehydrated on the walk back, walking all the way to Publix, buying milk, and walking to my house, putting them in the freezer for 20 minutes, drinking them. That 20 minutes went by fast. Going to the bank, I opened up a bank account for the first time. Like, that toxic relationship, as bad as it was, helped me grow so much. And the frustration and the pain that I had from leaving the stable relationship helped me grow too. I just learned so much about myself, and I entered all these different realms. And, those are the situations that help you grow. And I made some of my dreams come true, and they would have never came true if I would have just stayed in that relationship, Met people I always wanted to meet, had experiences with people that I really wanted to have experiences with, And that's what you call a dream coming true. And if it doesn't even feel real, it feels so amazing when that happens. And the only way to make that happen is to follow your heart. I took 9-hour walks, 4-hour walks to meet certain people, to have certain experiences. And I put the effort in, And thank God I did that. And the more I worked and the less I got paid, the more stuff started to happen. It was almost like I was sacrificing myself for my dreams, I've learned so much from these hard experiences. I've grown so much from them, and thank God I had them, because then you have cool stories to tell. I mean, they're so cool. It's so cool. People appreciate stories like that. And I would have never lived that life if I would have just stayed in that stable relationship. So, my point is that if you want to become an idol, or you want to be remembered, or anything like that, you can't be a follower and take the comfort of God or whoever you believe in. You have to really step outside of that protection and open yourself up to danger and kind of ride the line with that a little bit and just go hard, And it's gonna be scary sometimes, and it's gonna be really fun sometimes. And you're gonna have the adventure of a lifetime, honestly. You really are. If you just follow your heart. And a broken heart is like an old car. It's been through a lot, but it'll still get you where you need to go. Right? Anyways, that's the video. Learning the hard way. Failing. That's what gives you the best experience. If you succeed before you fail, you won't fail. If you fail before you succeed, you have a better experience. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. let me get off this before someone tries to call me, and then it ruins the video. But anyways, yeah, I'll be back in a flash. Thank you.